Hello, in this video we'll take you through the process of how to recruit an apprentice by creating an advert using the Apprenticeship Service and have it posted for free on our Find an Apprenticeship service. Creating an advert is a task that can be carried out by employers or by training providers. For this video we'll focus primarily on employers, but the process is very similar for training providers as well. When providers create an advert on the Apprenticeship Service, they need an employer to have given them permission to do so. Employers, you can grant permissions to providers from your Apprenticeship Service account homepage under your training providers. Before you create an advert, you will need to agree which provider will deliver the apprenticeship training. If you don't already have a training provider identified, you can find a provider to deliver your apprenticeship training directly from within your Apprenticeship Service account under Find Apprenticeship Training. You can search for the standard that you wish to recruit for and will be able to see details of all providers that offer this apprenticeship. After you've created your advert, before it goes live, it will be checked by our quality assurance team to make sure it contains all of the correct information. It's important to agree if it will be you or the training provider that will be creating and submitting the advert. If you both do it, the adverts will be rejected by the quality assurance team. So, employers, your journey starts when you sign into your account and you get to the Apprenticeship Service homepage. Providers, you'll start the journey from the Recruit Apprentices tab on your homepage. So going back to the employer account, you'll see an area called Your Apprenticeship Adverts. So if we click into this, you'll be taken through to a dashboard view of your apprenticeship vacancies. If it's the first time you're creating an advert, you won't see this dashboard. You'll now select the green button at the top of the page to create an advert. This brings you to the page that's been designed to help you create adverts. So before you start creating an advert, you'll need to know the information that's listed here, like the name of the apprenticeship training course, duration and pay. You can also use our recruitment application programming interfaces or APIs to create adverts using your existing systems, or display adverts from Find an Apprenticeship on your websites. To create an advert, you need to select Start Now. You'll be taken to the task list, which is visible here, and this shows you all of the fields that you're going to complete and the order in which you need to complete them. You'll see there are 5 sections of the task list that need to be completed. Section 6 at the bottom allows you to check all of the answers that you've submitted before the advert goes live on Find an Apprenticeship. You won't be able to select any of the numbered sections until you've completed the first section of the task list, the advert summary. So we're going to fill the first section now. So let's click on Advert Title. All advert titles must have the word apprenticeship in them. We will only use the word apprenticeship at this point, and we'll show you how to amend the title later so that it stands out on Find an Apprenticeship. So let's press Save and Continue. You're now taken through to what training course the apprentice will take. If you start to type in the box, it will give you the options for what apprenticeship standards are available. Select the appropriate standard and press Save and Continue. You'll now be shown a confirmation page where you'll be given options to confirm, cancel or change the standard. But if you're happy with your selection, press Confirm and Continue. You'll now need to enter the name of the training provider or their UK PRN, the UK Provider Reference Number. So let's add the information. There's a link here to what is a UK Provider Reference Number. You can see here the advert title is just showing as apprenticeship, as that's what we input earlier. If we'd use the correct title, it would show correctly here. So once you're ready, press Save and Continue. Again, you'll now be shown a confirmation page where you'll be given options to confirm, cancel or change the training provider. But if you're happy with your selection, press Confirm and Continue. We are now through to building up information about your apprenticeship. So here we'll be looking for a summary of the apprenticeship to attract applicants. You'll need to write a few sentences about the apprenticeship so that it will stand out for apprentices, and could include what you're offering and why the applicant should apply. For this video, we're just going to copy some existing text from the page and click Save and Continue. You're now through to what the apprentice will do at work. This is where you list the tasks the apprentice will do in a normal working day. These tasks should be listed as bullets, and you must include at least 3 tasks. Again, we're just going to copy some text from the page, and you can see the bullets are automatically generated for each task. Once you're ready, click Save and Continue. We are now through to how the apprentice will train and the apprentice training schedule. If you've agreed this, you can input the information in this box. But if not, then we will automatically display content in the advert that will say that the training schedule has not yet been agreed. You can also input additional training information, but this is optional. When you're ready, press Save and Continue. Now you're taken back to the task list, and you'll see that the first section has been completed and the other sections are yet to be started. These sections can be edited by clicking on the relevant section if need be. Okay, so we can now move on to the employment details and closing and start dates. The application closing date must be at least 2 weeks after your start date. Let's add these dates, and when you're ready, press Save and Continue. You'll now need to add the duration of the whole apprenticeship, including work and training, and the details of the working week. The apprenticeship must last for at least 12 months. We do provide you with some hint text showing the typical duration for the apprenticeship standard that you've picked earlier for this advert. So for a bakery apprenticeship, a typical apprenticeship length is 18 months. The second section is details of the working week, such as Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 or shift patterns. The third section is how many hours a week the apprentice will have to work, including training. When you're ready, press Save and Continue. We're now taken through to how much will the apprentice be paid. We need to choose one of the 4 options. You can set the wage yourself, but it must be above the national minimum wage for apprentices, the national minimum wage, or the national minimum wage for apprentices, or finally you can set it as competitive. This will not show the salary, so will affect how the advert will be displayed on Find an Apprenticeship, and this may also impact the number of applications to your apprenticeship. Okay, so for this advert, we'll select National Minimum Wage and press Save and Continue. We're now through to the extra information about pay and benefits. This is an optional page, but if you want your advert to stand out to potential candidates, we recommend adding some information in these boxes like any planned salary increases and company benefits. And then when you're ready, press Save and Continue. You'll now be asked to confirm how many positions there are for this apprenticeship. We will input 2 and press Save and Continue. Next, where will the apprentice work? You can either choose your own address, which is pulled from a legal agreement, or you can choose to enter a different location, where you can add a new address. For this advert, we'll pick the top option and press Save and Continue. We've now completed the second part of the task list, and we're moving on to the requirements and prospects. We'll click the Skills section. On this page, you're able to select the skills and personal qualities that your apprentice will require. We'll select a few of these skills. There is also some free text to add a new skill that's not on the list. When you're ready, press Save and Continue. We are now through to the qualifications page, where you can input the qualifications that you'd like your apprentice to have. If you want to create an advert with no qualification requirements, you must select No here and press Save and Continue, and you'll move on to the next page. But if you wish to add qualification requirements, then let's go back and select Yes and press Save and Continue. We're now through to the Add a Qualification page. Click into the Type of Qualification box, where you'll see a drop-down listing of the types of qualifications you want to add. Let's pick GCSE. Next, type the subject you'd like to add, and then the grade. The grade can be a number or a letter. Next, select if this qualification is essential or desirable, and then when you're ready, press Save and Continue. You'll now be shown a confirmation page of the qualification that you've just input, and you'll be given options to Save and Continue, cancel, or add another qualification. We aren't going to add any additional qualifications, so we'll select Save and Continue. Next, we're on to what is the expected career progression after this apprenticeship. You may wish to mention a specific route they could take once they've completed the apprenticeship. For this advert, we're just going to copy some text from the page and click Save and Continue. Okay, so next we see what else would you like an applicant to consider. This is an optional page, and then when you're ready, press Save and Continue. We're now back on the task list, where 3 sections are now complete. Moving on to section 4, about the employer, we'll need to select the name of the employer on the advert. Here you need to select what employer name you want on your advert. You can select your registered account name that's on your Apprenticeship Service account, your trading name, or you can use the free text box to add a different name, or you can also choose to be anonymous. If you choose to be anonymous at this point, it could mean fewer people apply for your apprenticeship. Let's choose the existing name and click Save and Continue. On this page, you can add more information about your organisation, including your website, and if you're a disability confident employer. This will be displayed on Find an Apprenticeship. Potential applicants are able to filter to only search for disability confident employer vacancies if they want to. When you're ready, select Save and Continue. Here you can add the contact details of somebody the applicant can contact to ask questions about the advert. This is an optional page. When you're ready, select Save and Continue. How would you like to receive applications? We'll publish all adverts on Find an Apprenticeship, but you can include a link to your own website where applicants can apply directly. For this advert, we'll select through our Find an Apprenticeship website and press Save and Continue. We are now back on the task list where 4 sections are now complete. Moving on to section 5, questions for applicants. Here, you'll be able to add a maximum of 2 questions that you'd like to ask applicants. For example, why they want to work for your company, or what interests them about the role. This is an optional page. So when you're ready, select Save and Continue. We've now completed all 5 sections of the task list and can move on to the last section where you can check your answers and submit your advert. On this page, everything that we have input will be played back. You can look at all of the information that's been added in the advert, and you can change if needed. So if we want to change the advert title, because it currently just says Apprenticeship, we can click Change and we'll be navigated back to the advert title page, and we can add Bakery Apprenticeship to the title, press Save and Continue. You'll see the advert title has now changed to display Bakery Apprenticeship instead of just Apprenticeship. At this point, if you no longer need this advert, at the bottom of the task list, you'll see that you can delete it by selecting the Delete this advert button. Once you're happy, we'd advise you to preview your advert. This will show how your advert will be displayed on Find an Apprenticeship so that you can see exactly what a potential applicant will see. So once you're ready, you can select Preview the advert before submitting. You still have the option of making changes to your advert here or submitting the advert. So when you're happy, you can select Submit Advert. You'll see from the confirmation page that your advert has been submitted for approval through to our quality assurance team, and you can see the vacancy reference number. Your advert should be approved within 24 hours. Once the advert has been approved, it will appear on Find an Apprenticeship. You can now choose to create another advert or return to your dashboard to review and manage your adverts. So let's click on the Return to Dashboard link. This is where you'll manage your apprenticeship adverts. You'll be able to see adverts that are in draft, review, pending review, rejected, live, and closed. And you can do that by clicking the respective links in the boxes. You can also view any applications that you've received for vacancies and manage those applications here. If the advert that you've submitted through to our quality assurance team is rejected, you can select Rejected Adverts and edit the advert as required, and then resubmit it back to our quality assurance team. And then finally, you'll be able to view all adverts through the link at the bottom of the page. So we've been through the process of how to recruit an apprentice by creating an advert using the Apprenticeship Service and have the advert posted on Find an Apprenticeship. To summarise, Find an Apprenticeship is a free government service. Employers or training providers can create adverts. Training providers can only create an advert on the Apprenticeship Service if the employer has given them permission to do so from within their Apprenticeship Service account. Employers, before you create an advert, you'll need to agree which training provider will deliver the apprenticeship training. Once your advert has been created, it will be checked by our quality assurance team to make sure it contains all of the correct information before it's made live. Once approved, your advert will be posted on Find an Apprenticeship Service, making it visible to potential candidates. Regularly check your Apprenticeship Service account for applications. You can review and manage these applications directly through your dashboard. If you'd like to know more, why not take a quick look at our other support videos covering the different functions of the Apprenticeship Service, including how to grant permissions and how to add an apprentice. Links are in the description below. We hope you found this video useful, and as always, thanks for watching.